Hi folks, Pete here from Ashton's Cars. Today showing you around a 2014 BMW 518 diesel SE. So why buy a 518 diesel over a 520, which is a little bit more powerful but more or less the same car? The 518 has got better fuel economy. It's still got about 150 horsepower, so it's got plenty of go in it, and it's only £30 a year to tax this car. That's really phenomenal for a car this size. It's huge. It's almost 5 meters in length. So I'm gonna stick my neck on the line and say I don't think there's anything this class, bigger than this anyway, that is 30 quid a year to tax. Certainly not in this price range. I mean, there might be some sort of hybrid somewhere that there's going to be free tax now, but you're probably looking big money for that, or a full electric car. So this is a normally turbocharged diesel, but a normal standard diesel car. It's not got any hybrid system on it. BMW say it's got a fuel range of 1,000 miles. Even I find that hard to believe, but I would comfortably say you're going to get 55-60 to the gallon out of it. And it's got like a fairly big 70-litre tank, so it's going to be pretty good range on it. Probably about 700-800 miles of fuel range on this car. Again, one of the biggest ranges of any car I know of. 147 horsepower this engine is rated at. It does still pop along quite nicely. It's a 130 mile an hour car, which hits 0 to 60 in just over 8 seconds. So it's still got plenty of go, because that engine that they fit has got loads and loads of torque in it. You don't ever feel as if you're in something underpowered when you're driving the 518 diesel. So I've had a 520 before, and I must be honest, I can't really tell the difference, but this car is a little bit cheaper to run. So just coming around the side of it, it's in pretty good condition, this car. A couple of very light marks, which I'll just zoom in and give you an example of now. There's a little mark by there, look, on the bumper, but we're not going to be respraying it or anything for that. It's done about 150,000 miles, so you'd expect the odd little mark on it. And it's the same on this side again, a very light mark by there, but it's all original, it's all completely standard, and it sits very well and looks a very nice car. I've just been driving it round. I've got to be fair, it drives as good as they can. It's got the set of summer mats in it at the minute, the normal carpeted BMW mats that these come with when they're new, but it has got in the boot the winter mats, which are the harder rubberized version of those mats, so they're tailored to fit as well. They're kind of an over mat that goes over the top, so they would be fitted in if you wish. Comes with both sets anyway for you. Huge boot, as you can imagine. Big car this. They don't have split fold seats though. I mean, that's only a minor criticism, and it might not be something that really bothers you, but just something to bear in mind on the Beamers. They don't come with a split fold seat, but they do come with a huge boot. Nice big wide opening as well. I think it looks a nice car, especially from the back with the twin exhaust there. It's got the front and rear park sensors, this particular car has as well. Just show you into the rear of the car, and it's space aplenty in here. Proper executive size saloon. It's room in here for 5 adults more than comfortably. It's a nice wide cabin on this car as well. You never feel in here as if you're lacking anything in terms of space or comfort. So it's a very pleasant place to be, front or rear, in the 5 Series. And here we go to the business end of the car. And you excuse the fact I haven't had this one valeted yet. It has got the summer mats in, and they're a light colour, so there is a couple of foot marks where I've been getting in and out of it. But it has got those high sort of wearing the rubber mats in the back, so they would go over the top normally this time of year, and that would keep it looking nice and smart inside. Let's just jump in behind the wheel. So here we have the 5 Series dashboard, which I think looks fantastic. This is a 6-speed manual version as well, you will note. Again, that's one of the reasons why it's cheaper on fuel and better on tax than the automatic. I'm sat in here now and I cannot believe this is a car that costs just £30 a year to tax. It's unbelievable to me, that, because this is a real high quality executive saloon car. It's not the sort of thing you think is going to be a cheap car to tax. What I will do though is I'll just press the start button and start her up for you. So that's by here. The car is keyless. I have got a transponder key in my pocket at the moment. As long as you've got that on you, you press the clutch, press the button, and then it does that for you. Now let's just turn that down very slightly. As you can see, this car has got the navigation system on it. That's all run through an iDrive system by here. I've also got Bluetooth telephone. I've got a service system on the car as well. I can do various functions on the car itself by flicking through here, but it's got a good multimedia system on the car as well. Easy to use. I find these very nice and easy to navigate, these iDrive systems on the BMWs. The earlier cars had a bit more of a complicated system, but by the time it gets to a 2014, you do really have a beautiful system which is just easy to use, feels very natural. Nice clear dials on the car, as you can see as well. You can see the mileage on there though, 145,293 miles, so it's above average for the age of the car. But again, there is no wear, not even the wheel has got any wear to the leather on it, as you can hopefully see. The seats are immaculate on the car. It does not look like a car that's had any wear and tear to it whatsoever. Heated seats on this particular car. BMW heated seats are the best in the business, without a doubt. They're fantastic, these heated seats are on here. So it keeps me nice and warm, which I absolutely love. As I say, I have run a very similar car to this, and I did find it an absolute joy. Yes, it's manual, but I find the throw on these 6-speed manual boxes really nice. It's actually quite a nice car to drive. And this particular one has got the optional driver control system on it here. So you've got the dynamic driving system, where you can set between comfort settings on the car. Come up on there now, Eco Pro, Comfort, and a Sport system. So that actually firms up the way the car drives, the way the car handles. It changes the throttle response on the car and gives it a more sporting drive when you want it. I've always said with a 5 Series that this is something that is a must for me. I love having that sport mode, because to me, the one fault of a 5 Series in comfort is that it doesn't feel quite sharp enough to be a normal BMW. And when you put it in sport mode, it turns back into what you expect of a BMW driving experience, which is a really driver-focused car. So yeah, as you can see, it's a lovely layout. I'm really happy and comfortable behind the wheel of a 5 Series. I personally, it's the type of car that I would drive as a daily car. And with the fuel consumption this has got, it's probably cheaper to run than most super minis. So that's the reason I would buy a 518 diesel in this particular range. As long as you're not wanting an absolute snorting performance machine, it's not an M5 obviously. It's going to be quick enough for pretty much anything else that you want to do. Let's just hop back outside. I'll tell you how you can get hold of us if it's of interest to you. Another thing that's really good on this car, just as I'm getting out there, they've got very wide opening doors, these 5 Series have. It's nice and easy to get in and out of. And as you can see, it's got rather snazzy lights as well. So that's your LEDs. Just a really smart looking car. It does look the part. If it's of interest to you guys, please give me a shout. My number is 07932 873 646. The BMW is available for nationwide delivery. Happy to arrange part exchange on this car if that's of interest to you. Just give us a call. My number one more time is 07932 873 646. You can also see our current stock at ashtonscars.co.uk. And as you come this far, please give us a like, share and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this and more car buying advice. Thanks ever so much for watching. I hope it's of interest to you, and we hope to see you very soon. Goodbye.